Hello, Ryan. How's it going? Actually, I get to talk to you about that tomorrow because we get to see each other tomorrow. How about that? I think I'll be arriving, I don't know, 4:30, 5, somewhere in there. I am currently in my brother's little attic living space. I have 2 dogs in the room with me and the crystal wife. So if there's some background noise, there's some background noise. That's okay. Yeah. Your analysis of Hit the Pinata, I think that was the title of it, was awesome. It was, while Crystal and I were watching it, we were laughing because it was just funny. And then you used a word that I'm not sure I fully understand it, but syncopation is a word that I think should be in our everyday use more often. But just an option. Just saying. Okay. Today, I'm going back to a speech. Today, we're going to hear the movie speech of Aragorn's speech at the Black Gate. So I'll deliver the speech and then provide some context and do all that. And here's the thing about this speech. My dad built the chair that I'm sitting in. I just realized that. It's kind of cool. Anyway, here's the thing about this speech. It moves me, so I'm going to get into it. But I have to stay quiet because my niece, my 3-week-old niece, is just below me. So I have to be a little quiet while I deliver it, but I will still deliver it nonetheless. Here we go. Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Sons of Gondor, of Rohan, my brothers, I see in your eyes the same fear that would take the heart of me. A day may come when the courage of men fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. An hour of wolves and shattered shields when the age of men comes crashing down, but it is not this day. This day we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand, men of the West. So, there's the speech. I hope you could hear it. Again, I had to be a little quiet. I turned up the sensitivity on the microphone a little bit. There's a speech. Now let's go talk about context. So, there's a great battle for Minas Tirith in which all the orcs, the goblins, were killed that were sent to attack Minas Tirith, but it left the men with very few survivors. There were no elves, there were no dwarves, and these men knew that their only hope lay in the hands of Frodo. Specifically, Frodo's mission to destroy the One Ring. But they would only be successful in doing so if Sauron was extremely distracted. So Aragorn, the fresh king of Gondor, the line of kings that was broken, that's what the tattoo on my arm here represents. The broken sword, the broken line of kings. The sword was reforged. He becomes king again. He makes his claim to the throne of Gondor, and the first decision that he has to make as king is a very hard one. He has to decide to sacrifice quite a few people to save everybody. So he leads everybody, as many people as he can, to march on the Black Gate of Mordor. And everybody's nervous because they know that there are 10,000 orcs, goblins, behind the Black Gate. And they have, what, 300, 400, 500 people maybe? I don't know. Very few. But this is all they have. It's an alliance of men of Gondor, men of Rohan, an elf, a dwarf, a wizard, 2 hobbits. And Aragorn's trying to show his courage. And so he rides to the Black Gate with his forward guard, and he calls, "Let the Lord of the Black Land come forth, let justice be done upon him." And in the extended edition, the Black Gate opens, and a single person comes through. And it's this person who has no eyes, no nose, just a mouth, a massive mouth, a disgusting mouth. And he's called the Mouth of Sauron. He is the person who speaks for Sauron. And he shows them pieces, specifically a mithril shirt that they knew Frodo was wearing, and throws it at them to say, "We've already captured him. He's already dead," which isn't true. But everyone is terrified of that it could be true. And that's in the forward guard. Aragorn ends up killing him and then says, "I refuse to believe it." And then all these orcs start marching. He tells people, "We're going to go through with this anyway. Because if Sauron has the One Ring, we're dead either way. We're going to go through with this. Because if he doesn't have the One Ring," which Aragorn already acknowledged this earlier in the movie, if Sauron had the ring, he would have enough power to destroy us already. So this might just be them trying to trick us into thinking that they already have Frodo, that they've already killed him. But if he has One Ring, we're dead already. And if he doesn't, which is what I believe, then we have to fight. This is our only chance. So we're going through with this. So he rides back to his army and he delivers a speech. "Hold your ground. Hold your ground." They're worried that the age of men is going to come crashing down. But he's saying, "No, it is not this day. We are going to fight. We're going to hold our ground. We are going to fight with courage and honor and valor for everyone that went before us." And then right before he leads the charge, he looks back at his army. He looks back at the 2 hobbits, Merry and Pippin, Gandalf, Legolas, and Gimli. And he says 2 words: "For Frodo." And then charges. Now, if you watch the regular version, you don't see the part with the Mouth of Sauron. You don't see that part. All you see is him go up, make the call, and then go back, and then deliver the speech. And then he says, "For Frodo," and they go. And it's like, yeah, they're doing this for Frodo. But if you watch the extended edition, you realize that the men who went forth with him, and the wizard and the elf and the Legolas and Gimli and the 2 hobbits, they believed that Frodo was dead. So this is Aragorn saying, "For Frodo, we're going to do this." Now, this movie, I remember seeing it in theaters in 2003. I would have been 7 years old. And this speech was awesome. Awesome. I didn't even have to look it up to deliver it word for word, line by line just now, because it stuck with me. And I've watched the movies way too many times anyway. But it's awesome. It says, "Hey, hold your ground. It's easy to give in to fear. It's easy to give in to despair. It's easy to give in, but not right now. It takes courage to stand. It takes bravery to stand. It takes valor and honor. And either way, we're going to go down fighting." And that's what we have to do. And that's what we're called to do. So this is a speech that has stuck with me, that has changed me, that I reference often. So, yeah. Aragorn's speech at the Black Gate. Hold your ground. I bid you stand, men of the West. See you next time.